Bobcats, the most widely distributed wildcat in North America, play a crucial yet often underestimated role in the delicate balance of ecosystems, and one of their most important ecological functions is the control of rodent and rabbit populations, which, if left unchecked, can cause widespread damage to vegetation, crops, and even the stability of food chains that support countless other species. And to understand the depth of this role, we must first look closely at the bobcat itself. A solitary and secretive predator whose survival strategies are intricately tied to the lives of its prey. Because bobcats are not apex predators like mountain lions or wolves but rather mesopredators mid-level hunters that regulate the numbers of smaller mammals, and in doing so they keep its ecological system stable, preventing prey populations from spreading out of control. So when we talk about bobcats controlling rodents and rabbits, we are really talking about a natural system of checks and balances that has evolved over thousands of years, where predator and prey populations rise and fall together, shaping the landscapes we see today. And the presence of bobcats ensures that rodents like mice, rats, and ground squirrels, as well as rabbits such as cottontails and jackrabbits, remain at a sustainable levels. And this regulation is vital because rodents and rabbits are among the fastest reproducing mammals in North America, capable of multiplying so quickly that their numbers, without natural predators, could overwhelm entire ecosystems, stripping fields of vegetation, competing with livestock, spreading diseases, and destabilizing food webs. And here lies the importance of the bobcat, a silent hunter that removes the thousands of these small mammals from the environment each year. And in doing so provides an invisible but essential service that benefits not only wild landscapes but also human agriculture, forestry, and even suburban gardens, because wherever bobcats exist in healthy numbers, rodent and rabbit populations are naturally suppressed, reducing the need for chemical pest control and protecting crops more effectively than most human interventions could. And what makes bobcats especially efficient in this role is their incredible adaptability, as they are capable of living in forests, deserts, swamplands, grasslands, and even urban edges. And in each of these environments they shift their diets to focus on the most abundant small mammals, which usually include species of rodents and rabbits, meaning that no matter where bobcats live, they are constantly serving as natural population managers for fast-breeding prey, and their hunting behavior, which combines patience, stealth, and sudden bursts of speed, makes them highly effective at catching even the most elusive small animals. And while it may seem cruel when a bobcat pounces on a rabbit or mouse, from an ecological perspective these predatory acts are acts of balance, ensuring that prey numbers do not overwhelm the resources of the ecosystem, which would in turn cause mass starvation of prey species themselves, leading to an unstable boom-and-bust cycle. But with bobcats present, the cycle is softened and stabilized, creating harmony in the natural order. The diet of bobcats has been studied in depth by wildlife biologists through escort analysis, stomach content studies, and field observations, and consistently, rodents and rabbits make up the majority of their food intake, with rabbits often comprising as much as 20–40% of their diet in some regions, while rodents like mice, rats, ground squirrels, and wolves can account for another 20–30%, and this reliance on small mammals is no coincidence, because these prey species are abundant, reproduce rapidly, and are available year-round, making them the perfect foundation for a predator that must hunt frequently to survive. And bobcats are highly opportunistic, meaning they take advantage of whatever prey is most plentiful. So in rabbit-rich grasslands they will focus heavily on rabbits, while in rodent-infested farmland or desert edges, they will adapt by consuming large numbers of rats and mice, and this adaptability allows bobcats to remain one of the most consistent natural regulators of small mammal populations across North America, because wherever this prey exists in high density, bobcats urges to take full advantage, reducing pressure on ecosystems that might otherwise suffer from overgrazing or crop damage. And unlike specialized predators that only hunt one type of prey, bobcats are generalists, which means they can switch targets easily when one population declines, preventing prey from ever escaping predation completely. And this switching behavior, known in ecology as prey switching, is extremely important because it prevents rabbits or rodents from experiencing unchecked population booms that would devastate plant life and create cascading ecological problems. The hunting technique of bobcats also makes them unequally suited to controlling these fast-breeding prey animals, because bobcats are ambush predators that rely on stealth, patience, and southern explosive power rather than long chases, and rodents and rabbits, despite being quick, are vulnerable to predators that can stalk silently and strike suddenly. And field studies have shown that bobcats will spend long periods crouched in tall grass, or long game trials, or near bear entrances, waiting for the perfect moment to strike, and when they do, they can leap as far as 10 feet in a single bound, giving them the element of surprise that small mammals cannot easily escape, and their keen eye sight, especially in low-light conditions, allows them to hunt effectively during dawn and dusk when rabbits and rodents are most active. And their excellent hearing lets them detect even the faint rustle of a mouse in the undergrowth, while their whiskers help them navigate through a brush. And sense nearby movements in darkness, all of which combine to make bobcats literal hunters of small prey. And over the course of a year, a single bobcat may kill hundreds of rodents and dozens of rabbits, with estimates suggesting that in areas with dense bobcat populations, thousands of rodents can be removed annually, dramatically shaping prey dynamics and to towards such predation. Rabbit and rodent populations could explode, as seen in areas where bobcats are absent or heavily reduced. Because rodents and rabbits have high reproductive rates, with many species capable of producing multiple litters per year, and in the case of rabbits, each litter may contain 4 to 6 young, meaning populations can double or triple within months if not controlled, leading to overgrazing, crop destruction, and even outbreaks of disease. But the presence of bobcats acts as a natural check, trimming numbers regularly and keeping prey at sustainable levels, and this is one of the reasons. Conservation biologists emphasize the importance of predators in ecosystems, because predators like bobcats prevent prey species from destroying their. When we consider the ecological consequences of bobcats controlling rodents and rabbits, we quickly see that their role extends far beyond simply eating prey, because each kill prevents an exponential cascade of ecological damage, since rodents and rabbits, when unchecked, can consume enormous amounts of vegetation, strip landscapes of young plants, and weaken the very foundation of ecosystems. And to eat toward predators like bobcats, these herbivores and carnivorous mammals can overwhelm natural habitats, leaving little food for other species, reducing plant diversity, and even accelerating soil erosion. Because rabbits in particular are notorious for overgrazing when their populations explode, leaving bare ground that is vulnerable to wind and to water erosion, which can degrade entire habitats, and rodents, while often overlooked, can cause similar damage by consuming seeds, gnawing bark, and destroying seedlings, which prevents forests and grasslands from regenerating naturally. So, when bobcats keep these populations in check, they indirectly safeguard plant communities, ensuring that ecosystems remain balanced and capable of supporting a wide variety of life. The effects of bobcat predation are also strongly felt in agricultural landscapes, where farmers often wage endless battles against rodents and rabbits that devour crops, dig burrows that damage irrigation systems, and compete with livestock for forage. And in many rural areas, farmers spend millions annually on rodenticides, traps, and exclusion measures to limit damage. But bobcats provide this service for free, hunting naturally and efficiently without causing secondary harms, and studies have shown that in areas where bobcats are present, crop losses from small mammals are significantly reduced, as the predator-prey relationship functions like a natural form of biological pest control. And this is particularly valuable because chemical poisons are often used to kill rodents can travel up the food chain, harming non-target species such as hawks, owls, coyotes, and even domestic animals, but bobcats, by directly preying on these small mammals, help regulate populations toward the risk of poisoning ecosystems, making them allies to farmers whether they realize it or not, and this service becomes even more valuable as human populations expand into wild habitats, creating more overlap between agriculture and wildlife, because the presence of a healthy bobcat population near farmland can mean fewer rodent infestations, fewer habitat losses, and a reduced need for human intervention. From a broader ecological perspective, The suppression of rodent and rabbit populations by bobcats helps maintain the stability of food webs, because in every ecosystem there are multiple layers of interactions between predators, prey, and vegetation. And when prey numbers are regulated, plant communities thrive, which in turn supports insects, birds, and larger herbivores. And these species tend feeding high-level predators or providing ecosystem services like pollination and seed dispersal. Meaning that the removal of just one predator can have ripple effects throughout an entire ecosystem. And ecologists call this phenomenon a trophic cascade, where changes at the top of the food chain cascade down to affect organisms at multiple levels, and also bobcats are not opaque predators in the same sense as mountain lions. Their role as mesopredators is crucial in preventing prey populations from triggering such cascades, and in places where bobcats are removed, scientists have documented rapid increases in rabbit or rodent numbers, followed by dramatic declines in vegetation cover and biodiversity, while areas with healthy bobcat populations remain more stable and resilient, highlighting how a single predator can be a keystone species in certain contexts. Because without it, the structure of the ecosystem shifts, often to the detriment of both wildlife and humans. Furthermore, rodent control by bobcats indirectly helps manage the spread of diseases, because rodents are notorious carriers of pathogens that affect both wildlife and humans, including hantavirus, plague, leptospirosis, and salmonella. And when their populations are high, the risk of disease outbreaks increases, but when bobcats suppress rodent numbers, the likelihood of disease transmission decreases, which benefits not only ecosystems but also public health, and rabbits, too, can carry diseases such as tularemia, which can spread to people and pets. So once again the presence of bobcats serves as a natural buffer, lowering risks and maintaining a healthier balance between humans, wildlife, and the environment, and while most people never see this process happening, it is one of the hidden ecosystem services provided by predators like bobcats that would otherwise cost humans billions of dollars to replicate artificially, and even 10-hour methods, such as poisons and culling, are less efficient, less sustainable, and are often more harmful to the environment. In this way, the ecological impact of bobcats controlling rodents and rabbits is far-reaching, affecting not just prey populations, but also vegetation health, biodiversity, agriculture, and even disease regulation, and it remains us that the survival of these wild cats is not just a matter of conserving a single species, but about preserving the delicate web of interactions that sustain entire landscapes, because ecosystems are networks, and when one threat like the bobcat is removed, the whole system can weaken, unravel, or collapse. But when bobcats thrive, so too do the ecosystems they inhabit, making them an irreplaceable part of nature's design.